We're going to talk today about the Mother's Day, how it became the origin of Mother's Day. Okay? Every year when May comes around, we get together to celebrate a very special event. We gather together to celebrate Mother's Day. Have you ever stopped and wondered why, how, and where did it all start? But before we begin, I would like to share a poem in commemoration of the special day. Any volunteer, please?
It takes a mother's love to make a house a home, a place to be remembered, no matter where we roam. It takes a mother's patience to bring a child upright, and her courage and her cheerfulness to make a dark day bright. It takes a mother's thoughtfulness to mend the heart's deep hurt, and her skill and her endurance to mend little socks and shirts. It takes a mother's kindness to forgive us when we err, to sympathize in trouble and bow her head in prayer. It takes a mother's wisdom.
Thank you. I would like also to ask you to come with me as we go through the year, but also through many countries in the beginnings of what today is called Mother's Day. Before this event was established, many events occurred being originally celebrated in ancient Greece. The honoring of Rhea, the mother of the gods, but the Romans called their event Hilaria, and it was celebrated in March. Early Christians celebrate this day in honor of the Virgin Mary on the fourth Sunday of Lent. In 800, the recognition of Mother's Day as a USA national celebration was largely due to the effort of Anna Jarvis. Anna's mother had been instrumental in developing Mother's Friendship Day, which was part of the healing process of the Civil War. In honor of her mother, Miss Davis wanted to set aside a day to honor all mothers living and dead. In 1877, Miss Julie inadvertently set Mother's Day in motion. On Sunday, May 11, year 1877, which was Miss Barkley's birthday, the pastor of the Methodist Episcopal Church left the pulpit abruptly, distraught over the behavior of his son. Miss Barkley stepped to the pulpit to take over the remainder of the service and called for other mothers to join her. In 1907, in the year 1907, Miss Anna began a campaign to establish a National Mother's Day. According to the article, The History of Mother's Day by Sherry Sicard, it states that she persuaded her mother's church in Jackson to celebrate Mother's Day on the second anniversary of her mother's death, the second Sunday of May. By the following year, it was also celebrated in her hometown of Philadelphia. Miss Davis and her supporters began to write to ministers, evangelists, businessmen, and politicians in their crusade to establish a national Mother's Day. Patricia Shepwick, from the History of Mother's Day, stated that the campaign was a success, and by 1911, Mother's Day was celebrated in almost every state. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson made the official announcement proclaiming Mother's Day as a national holiday to be held on the second Sunday of May. It was interesting to see where this event originated from, and also we should always honor our fathers and mothers as stated in the commandments. Yet it is nice to have a day where we can honor them publicly. Thank you for your time. Does anyone have any questions?
In what day is celebrate?
Mother's Day is celebrated officially every second Sunday of the month. Another question, please?
Who was the president that instituted Mother's Day?
President that instituted officially the Mother's Day on May was the President Wilson Woodrow. Another question? Just to conclude, I would like to comment that Mother's Day emerged during the Civil War in memory of those mothers that their kids died. They were suffering so much that this lady Davis, she just was so sensitive, and she wants to make the mothers feel like proud, because we as a mothers take good care of our kids. We really love them, and they're always wonderful and perfect for us. But they became to go to the Civil War, and many of them were dying, and all those mothers were so suffering so much. And she said we should make a day that commemorates the effort and the hard work that mother does for their kids. Any other questions? Thanks so much for your attention, and I'm all done.